Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the vlog. I am goodness gracious. No outtakes, okay? No cuts. That's the new rule for 2020. Okay? No re-recording, no like overtaking or taping over, because I was doing that a lot before, and I want to be 100% authentic, okay, with the mistakes and everything. So that's the goal for this year. However, I am in Loadboard, New Mexico, and I'm just getting the day started. Well, I'm getting the vlog started. I'm getting the driving part of the job started. I've been editing for like 3 hours. But I'm glad, because you know what it is? I'm coming to a point where I'm starting to get fed up with the driving part of the job, and the editing and the like producing content is just that's like my happy place. And so I realize that I have to do, even though it's at the expense of being more productive on the job, I realize I need to get, it's like my thing, just sitting there and editing for like an hour or two every morning. I just need to get that time in, because if I don't, then the rest of the day is miserable. So now that I've gotten a whopping 3 hours in and I've edited a good chunk of videos, let's hit the road. Loadboard, New Mexico. This is where we're getting our day started. We're gonna hit the road. Our load is going to the Dallas, Texas area. So I'm thrilled. I'm excited. Should be a good run today. Inspection checkpoint, that went smoothly. I always like it when they wave me by, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a citizen, but hey, look, we're making good time. If you know this inspection station, you know where it's at, somewhere on I-10. I stopped at El Paso, filled up, and so we're making good time. Everything's going great, and so yeah. All right, vlog, guess what time it is? Yep, that's correct. It's time to take the 30-minute break. Oh, goodness gracious. I've been busy, been driving a lot, and I am in, it's the pilot that's in Arcade, Texas. It's just outside of Odessa, basically. So we're making good progress. I mean, maybe we're just making progress, who knows? But there's a couple things that we want to do at the stop. So first and foremost, we got to take our 30-minute break. Second of all, I need to, like right on the windshield, there's a big old bug splat, okay? And that thing is literally right in front of the dash cam. So I definitely want to clean that up. So let's take this exit. Wow. I passed it. Wait, so you're supposed to, oh God. I swear, sometimes these pilots, you know, they're not, like the entrances are not all that great. Or maybe I'm just dumb, I don't know. So let's back up. I was pulling up, I'm like, man, have I been to this pilot before? Is the entrance around back or around the, like, because it's weird. You would think, you know, because based on where the trucks are coming out, you would think like, oh, okay, cool. They would make the entrance on this side, right? And then all the trucks exit here. That would make much more sense, because now the truck exit and entrance are both in one side, and so they're always going against each other. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know, whatever, bro. There you go. That was nothing, you know. 2 seconds and flip a Yui in somebody else's parking lot, and you're good to go. Look at how many oil field trucks there are in here. Look at all these Sandbox, Halliburton. I mean, I think they're all Halliburton, but you know, every time I drive through West Texas, I kid you not, I go like, man, should I, like, if I could, should I get an oil field job? Could I? Should I? I don't even know. Like, what could I do for the oil field? You know what I mean? Now that I've been running my own business for so long, I realize, like, to make, you know, a couple $1,000 a week, right? Let's say $2,000 a week. That's $100,000 a year. To make $100,000 a year, you got to provide a lot of value and to that business. And I always ask myself, could I provide to an oil field job, or could I have an oil field job where I provide $100,000 worth of value? And I don't think I can. I'm not trying to be, you know, I'm not trying to say I'm dumb, but like, I don't think someone would want to pay me $100,000 for something. I really don't think so. I mean, you guys, comment below, unless you guys know of some kind of oil field jobs that I can do. I don't think so. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, I think that guy's jumping in his truck. Is he going? Oh no, he's just starting. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna wait a couple minutes. We're gonna pull forward. We're gonna fill up and do our 30-minute break. But while I'm doing all this stuff, you guys comment below any oil field jobs that I could do. I mean, I don't have any skills. I don't have any degrees. Comment below if there's anything I can do that'll pay me about $100,000 a year. The cameras were rolling. Well, look at that, boys. Break's over. Okay, go back to work. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, look, this guy's backing in. Should I wait until he backs in and to pull? No, I'm not waiting for it. I don't wait for no one, okay? Tow Piglet don't wait for no one, okay? We're gonna leave. We're gonna make it easier for him to back in. There you go, buddy. Have a good one. Enjoy. You got double parking. Double. Look at that. He was happy. Happy as a clam. Anyways. Goodness gracious. What was that, like 45 minutes almost? Something like that. Man, time flies when you're on your break. It really does. But here's the thing. I want to loop around, stop by real fast, pull. I'm going to pull right through the island, so I want to find an empty one. I want to get some ice in my water cup, and maybe like a snack or two. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's pull forward through. We'll go get some ice, and we will be right back. Right back in the truck to get back to work. Get back to work, driver. Okay, ice in this one. Oh, that one's good. Okie dokie. I'll be right back. By the way, oh, wow. Okay. You want to see the load? Now, if you're wondering, oh, Alex, or if you're typing in the comment, I guess, oh, Alex, there's so much deck space. Yeah, I know. So I'm going from California to Texas, okay? Probably one of the cheapest lanes, or one of the cheapest lanes. One of the hardest ones to like pair up a couple loads because they just go so fast. And so what happened was I got this partial. It's like $1.20 a mile. So it's really good on its own. It's like 4,000 pounds. The problem is there was just, man, and don't get me wrong, you know, that's the Loadboard shuffle, as Hot Shot Dave likes to call it. That's, you know, that's one of the cons. You know, like when you can't pair up a couple of loads, you can't pair up a couple of loads. You know what I mean? Tough luck. And so this happens occasionally, and there wasn't enough time for a car, there wasn't enough time for a truck. You know what I mean? Not to mention a truck would be probably close to 6,000 pounds, if not more. But I mean, I have a lot of room, but not a lot of time. And that's the nature of the beast, I guess. Here's the plan for the weekend, right? Now, right now it's Saturday. So tomorrow is Sunday. Duh, that's the way the week works, right? And Monday, I have to deliver this load. However, I'm only 5 hours away from my delivery. So I'm obviously not gonna stop right, like, you know, first of all, I can't make it there because I don't have enough time on my logbook. And second of all, there isn't a truck stop right there, right? So I'll probably have to stop outside somewhere, maybe on the, you know, just east of Fort Worth. So that's probably where I'm gonna have to stop. And what that means is I'm gonna have like an hour, maybe an hour or two left driving for tomorrow, Sunday. Now, this would be like a noob versus pro tip, right? So the noob would be like, oh, well, I guess I'll just go drive 2 more hours tomorrow. The pro would realize, hold on, I don't need to drive 2 hours in one day and ruin that whole day. And what the pro does is he would do a restart on Sunday, drive the 2 hours early Monday morning, so that then they could get a restart. They have fresh hours for the whole week. And then if a nice load pops up Monday afternoon, Tuesday morning, whatever the case may be, if a nice load pops up and it's a longer haul, or maybe going up to the very northeast or somewhere, whatever, you know, they can maximize their week like that. So that's a noob versus pro tip. When you're a couple hours away from your delivery location, try to, focus. Try to make it so that you can squeeze a restart over the weekend and then just do your hours early Monday morning. Now that doesn't mean you gotta wake up Monday. A lot of people aren't morning people, and so that's why this is a little bit more challenging to do it this way. You know what I mean? Because you want to do what's best for the clock, not what's best for you. You know? And to be honest, I don't even want to drive right now. I would just say, oh, forget all this. I'll just stop, go hang out, do my 5 hours tomorrow, and then there you go. All of a sudden, you don't have a restart in the books. You're a slave to the clock all the time. Literally all the time, you're a slave to the clock because you want to squeeze every last dollar out of your ELD. Every last dollar it allows you, you want to squeeze it out of there, okay? Because if you don't, you just don't make as much, simply put. So, pro tip, super quick about the, you know, how to be, you know, a professional, or how to be really good at ELD. You know, you want to keep that in mind. And yeah, so let's get back to driving, okay? Oh, by the way, you know what I forgot? I forgot to show you where I picked this thing up, okay? So I picked this thing up, by the way, here you go, at the San Diego Convention Center, okay? And oh my goodness, dude, they had me go right, like, indoors. It was some of the tightest, like, driving through the tunnels and stuff like that, dude. It was absolutely ridiculous. I took it really slow. I kid you not, a semi wouldn't have fit in there, because I mean, I swung as wide as possible. My trailer cleared like this much, and so it was absolutely ridiculous how they had me. And then I waited around for them, and then they finally loaded me, you know what I mean? And it's like, you know what I mean, it's for the outside, so it's weather grade, and you know what I mean? So that's probably why when the broker was telling me, right, when I'm on the phone, the broker was telling me, oh, doesn't need a tarp. Well, good job, guys, wrapping the dang thing in plastic. This plastic won't last 5 miles. What is wrong with you? And so what ended up happening is, I'm doing my best to make it so that the plastic at least lasts a little bit, you know? And so what I did is I had to tarp the whole thing. You know what I mean? And usually a crate like this, or I mean a squared off object like this, generally is really easy to tarp. So it wasn't that big of a problem. However, it's just, you know, when you show up with the expectation, like, oh, I don't have to tarp, this is great. I mean, it hasn't rained, goodness gracious. I'm on I-10, you know, I-10 to I-20, like, look it up, San Diego to Carrollton, you know, I mean, that's like right in between Fort Worth and Dallas. And so it's like, on one hand, it hasn't rained even a little bit, even the slightest. Hasn't even thought about raining. On the other hand, I also know that there's like snow in Dallas and like Austin and stuff like that. There's all snow like in those parts of Texas. So that's kind of ridiculous. And so maybe by the time I show up there, it will start raining. And so I'll be happy that, hey, at least I'm protecting it. You know what I mean? But the problem is this thing's pretty tall, and it's taller actually than my tarp. And so there's a solid gap like you saw. And unfortunately, I have a 6-foot drop tarp. You told me not to tarp the dang thing at all. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if they would have told me, Alex, this requires an 8-foot drop tarp, I don't think I would have taken it, right? Because anytime a broker asks for a covered load, understand they're not asking that just for fun. it's probably delicate or something like that. So be careful. Make sure you don't book loads that aren't like, that you don't have the tarp for. You want to be very, very careful with that. Yeah, that's it. So that's the load. That's where I picked it up. That's how I got in. That's how I got out. All this other stuff. You know what I mean? So comment below, you guys. What are your thoughts on? Oh, by the way, what's the rate? Oh, the rate on this thing I think is like $1,900 and routed San Diego to Carrollton. It's like 1,400 miles. Right, something like that. So yeah, I'll put it on the screen, you know, while I'm editing. So here it is. But so I mean, look. So for 4,000 pounds, right? Remember, I always talk about half the weight, half the rate, right? So it's about 4,500 pounds, roughly, right around there, and it takes up less than half my space. And so I have a solid, I don't know, 25, maybe 30 feet. And I just couldn't find anything out of California. So that's the disappointing part ultimately. Now, it'll be your business decision, your business call to, you know what I mean? I don't like delivering freight late, so late doesn't cut it for me. So I wasn't gonna sit around till Monday and try to, you know, book it and, you know, tell the broker, oh, hey, I had a breakdown, or, you know, I don't want to lie to the broker and say, hey, you know, issues along the road, because they would have been pissed and possibly deducted it. You know, it's like if you show up that late, you know what I mean? That's kind of ridiculous. So ultimately, I made the call. I'm like, hey, gotta go, and so that's something that you'll have to do if you do partials in hotshot, half the weight, half the rate. Keep in mind that will mean occasionally things don't work out. Okay, so I look forward to your guys' comments about all the stuff we talked about in today's vlog, and of course, like always, I'll see you guys in the next one.